Today I want to talk about Robinhood Ventures Fund I. This is their first venture fund that will allow you to invest in private companies before they go public. And I want to go over a brief summary of each company and why I'm holding off on investing in it as of today. And I think venture funds are going to be more popular in the future because as regulations loosen up, allowing regular investors, so we no longer have to be accredited investors to invest in these private companies, we're going to see more of these pop up. I believe, and this is not financial advice, that we should continue doing the tried and true methods of investing in the overall market. However, there should always be a little bit of speculation in your life, and that is where the serendipity comes in, where you get some outsized gains to help you reach some of your goals a little bit faster. So let's get into the breakdown of the venture fund. As you can see on the screen, let's start at the bottom actually, because 51.7%, so roughly 52% of this fund is in cash and cash equivalents for further purchases in the future. And as you can see, they are interested in getting a SpaceX position and an OpenAI position. They said that it will be released next quarter to let you know how big of a position that they bought. So it makes it kind of tricky to know if this fund is currently fairly valued, and I'll get into that very shortly. But as you can see, they're invested in Stripe at 2.2%, 11 Labs at 3.5%, Ramp at 3.81%, Aura 3.81%, Boom Supersonic, Airwallex, Mercor, Revolut, and Databricks at 12.46%. Before we get into a breakdown of each company and what services they're providing, let's take a quick overview of the numbers. As we can see, the ticker RVI, which represents Robinhood Venture Funds, the current price is $35.20. The issue that I'm having, and I don't know when to pull the trigger on starting to acquire some shares, is that the net asset value is shown as $25. The problem here is that this information is a little bit outdated. I believe it's from March. And we can see with these wild price swings from $21 to $77.39 and back down to reality, all within 52 weeks, the market is having a bit of a challenge pricing in what Robinhood Ventures Fund is worth. So I don't know what the exact amount is. I'm assuming probably somewhere between $28 and $31 is when I would start to accumulate. And you know, when we're looking at these kinds of investments, you don't have to go all in. You just want to have a little bit of speculation in your life just for, you know, a chance of some outsized gains. And this is not financial advice. It's really what I'm doing, and when I'm sharing these thoughts, I'm just sharing how I'm thinking about these investments. So let's start with Databricks, as it is roughly 12% of the portfolio. It is a behind-the-scenes software that helps large companies store, organize, and make sense of massive amounts of data, and then uses the data to build AI. Think of it as an engine room that powers the data and AI operations of companies like Apple, Comcast, and Rolls-Royce. Every major company today is drowning in data but struggling to use it effectively. Databricks gives businesses the tools to actually turn that data into useful AI products, from smarter consumer recommendations to fraud detection. It's rapidly becoming essential infrastructure for the AI era. Over 20,000 customers and growing at roughly 65% per year. Next up is Revolut, a digital bank that lives entirely on your phone, no physical branches, just an app where you can hold money in multiple currencies, send money abroad cheaply, invest in stocks, trade crypto, and manage spending. Traditional banks charge high fees for international transfers and often exclude people without a credit history. Revolut makes everyday banking faster, cheaper, and more accessible, especially useful for people who travel, work abroad, or send money to family in other countries. Mercor is AI infrastructure. Think of Mercor as matchmaking services for AI companies. It connects AI labs like OpenAI or Google with expert humans, doctors, lawyers, scientists, who can help teach AI how to think through complex problems by rating and correcting its answers. AI models only get smarter if humans review and correct their mistakes. Mercor fills a critical gap in the AI supply chain by recruiting the right experts at scale. Essentially, the unseen workforce that makes AI more accurate and trustworthy. Next up, Airwallex, a financial platform for businesses that operate globally. It lets companies pay suppliers, manage expenses, collect payments from customers, and move money across currencies, all in one place, without the usual bank fees or delays. Small and medium businesses used to need separate bank accounts in each country and pay steep fees to move money internationally. Airwallex removes that friction, making it easier and cheaper for any business to operate globally. Boom Supersonic. Boom is building a commercial supersonic passenger jet, a plane that can fly faster than the speed of sound, cutting flight times in half. Think New York to London in under 4 hours instead of 7. Supersonic passenger flight hasn't existed since the Concorde retired in 2003. If Boom succeeds, it could revolutionize long-haul travel for business and leisure, compressing the world and making global connectivity faster than ever before. Aura in the Health Tech Center makes the Oura Ring, a sleek, smart ring worn on your finger that tracks your sleep quality, heart rate, body temperature, stress levels, and overall health 24/7. The companion app turns that data into personalized health insights. This is a big deal because most people don't notice health issues until they become serious problems. Aura gives people a window into their body's daily patterns, helping them sleep better, recover faster, and catch early warning signs. It's already used by the US military and millions of everyday customers. Ramp in the fintech space is a corporate card and expense management platform that uses AI to help companies track and control spending. It automatically categorizes purchases, spot wasteful subscriptions, and handles expense reports, saving finance teams hours of manual work. Companies waste enormous amounts of money on forgotten subscriptions, duplicate software, and inefficient spending. Ramp acts as an always-on financial watchdog for businesses, helping them grow without overspending, a big deal as AI costs become a major new budget line. 11 Labs creates AI-powered voice technology. Think text-to-speech that sounds completely human, voice cloning, dubbing across 70 languages, and AI voice agents that can handle customer service calls without a human on the line. Imagine small businesses having a 24/7 customer support line in any language, or a book instantly available as an audiobook. 11 Labs is making audio content and voice interaction dramatically cheaper and more accessible for businesses, creators, and everyday users alike. Stripe is the invisible engine behind most online payments. When you buy something from an app or website and your card gets charged instantly and smoothly, there's a good chance Stripe made that happen behind the scenes. Before Stripe, accepting payments online required months of work with banks and complex software. Stripe made it something any developer could set up in minutes, unlocking e-commerce for millions of businesses worldwide, from solo creators to Fortune 500 companies. So now that we've gone over all of the companies that are currently in the venture fund, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on the fund. Do you think it's overvalued? Do you think you'll invest in it? And if there's anything that I missed, I'd be more than happy to hear in the comment sections. If you like what I'm doing here, subscribe and definitely hit the like button. Have a great day.